Hello, world. Yes, you are back. You're tuning into Mina TV and you're watching the ABS show. Before we dig into anything at all, make sure to subscribe to the page. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And when we're done with this, go on Instagram and follow us at the ABS show. And guess who is back? Your co-host, our new co-host, Wizkid.
I'm glad I made the hazy.
Yes, so
No.
They are very tough, these three.
No, you're not done with the hazing. We are still hazing you, honey. It takes a while.
I thought it was finished.
But she brought the sauce.
Yes.
Okay, she brought that Niger, Ghana, Nigeria.
All that makes
sauce.
But I gotta say though, they are loving you out there. So how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing. You guys are so warm, and it's really, really great to be able to just have conversation about what's going on in our country.
Yes.
What's going on in the world.
Yes.
I just love that free space, so I am excited.
And
Nice.
I am excited you said that because we are digging into some fresh, new, hot topics.
Oh my God.
All right, so you ready?
Yes.
My guy
Yes.
Timani, let's take it away. What's going on?
Drop the news.
Davido, our Afro-pop star, is #1 today, and Davido has joined the Nigerian Youth Service Corps, which is expected of every Nigerian graduates. And I think that is a big deal.
Wait, Davido graduated?
Yes.
Oh, so all this time he was in school?
Yeah, Davido graduated with the first class. He studied arts.
Wait,
he graduated
what
with the
school?
first
School
class.
in Nigeria or school in Ghana?
Nigeria.
In America? Where did he
Nigeria.
go?
We
So
just
all
started.
this time-
Nigeria.
Wow, he deserves a round of an applause.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nigeria. No, she's surprised.
No, because
she's impressed.
he's been on tour. He's been
Yes.
dropping albums. He's been eating all of Chiuma's dishes. We also know he's probably been eating Chiuma herself as well.
Of course.
So throughout doing all of that,
He still
was
has
able-
time.
and he graduated at the first of his class.
Now, wow.
All right, so I need more than this. Okay, so
Okay.
what exactly is he doing with this program?
Yeah, so it's mandatory as a Nigerian when you graduate before the age of 30, whether anywhere in the world or in Nigeria, to come back and do a 1-year service. It's a paramilitary service. It's called NYSC. I did it. So you serve in the country, you get deployed to different states. Out of the 36 states, you get deployed to any state, sometimes to the north, to the south, and then you work there, depending on what you graduated with. They will deploy you to different departments to serve the country. If it's a medical, if it's in the science, whatever field you are, you would serve for a year. And after that, you get a certificate. And that certificate qualifies you as a Nigerian to participate in politics. So which is necessary. That's why some people are like, Davido is very smart. He doesn't want to die in music. He might want to go into politics because he's in their family. His uncle is a senator. One of them is contesting for governorship and stuff like that. So for Davido to graduate, which is a big deal, and for Davido to also have time to want to go back to serve the country for 1 year, okay. I love that.
I was gonna say Timani, but that sounds interesting. It says 1 year though, so that Davido's about to go on a U.S. tour. How is he going to do his service and do a tour? Because he's supposed to be in New York a little bit, right?
So the thing is, when you go, we first call it the camp. There's a a mandatory 21-day, which is 3 weeks camp that you must go in the state you are deployed. So for those 3 weeks, you will be in the camp with all the youth corpus. You guys will do a lot of activities, military activities, sports, everything. They will train you. So after that, you can go back to what you're doing. You can even be redeployed. Sometimes, like me, I was posted to Enugu and redeployed back to Delta State because, for medical reasons and other things.
And beautiful women.
Yes. I won't deny it.
I have a couple of questions. Because I want to understand exactly what the service is. Because it's quite different from the Ghana one, what I'm used to.
Okay.
The question that I have is, you only do this if you want to participate in politics. So if you don't want to participate in
sounds
politics,
like
you
it.
don't have to do
Well,
it.
it's mandatory that you have to have that certificate to show that you have actually served the country for a year after you graduated to be able to participate fully in politics. But aside that, some companies require that also to get employed, like big companies.
Yeah, but
so
okay, so
youths
Davido
don't
doesn't
joke with
need
it.
all of that. So Davido doesn't need to be employed by anybody. As we said the
Politics.
last show, he just got a private jet, he got money, he got the coins. So for me, I appreciate him doing this because he doesn't need to do it, but he's still doing it because he
To
loves
set
his country
example.
and he wants to serve his country. And I think
it's a
a lot of
great
people
example.
can look at this as an
an
example and
example,
follow lead. Davido, I applaud you for
Second,
this.
He rolled in a
question
Rolls
that I
Royce.
have.
He rolled in a Rolls Royce.
But
How
it
about that?
also-
Well, it doesn't matter. He got the coppers excited. Like they right now, people will have the fun of the whole experience because a lot of people used to see it as a lot of stress.
Yes.
Because it goes through. There's a lot of rigorous exercise.
Yes.
It's tiring, and you're going to a total new state you've never been before.
Yes.
You might be sent to the north. You're scared. You know.
And
But
and I'm sure people also look at it like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to no village and to serve whatever. But
Yes.
seeing this, oh, Davido did it. I'm gonna
But
do
I
it too.
have-
Glitz, go ahead. Like, what's going on? Your faces. You're making faces.
Because it just seemed like another stunt to break the internet. He was in the
God.
Rolls Royce. He's snapping about it. There's people. It's more like, what kind of serious youth service are you doing when you're breaking the whole place? And they're like, it was like going to a
It
concert.
actually turned into a concert.
It was
and he
like, it was
performed
a
as
wild
you see in the
house.
picture.
It was a
But
wild
that's-
house.
but that's the
Not
art.
that I'm saying that it's not. Not that I'm saying it's not amazing for him to be doing this, but if you're going to do it in the kind of do it realistically. I know that you're going to have some airs of different because you have that fortitude, but everybody there is not coming in Rolls Royce and creating all of this.
But
And
he's
then
gonna be
he
mobbed. If he
brought
comes as a
Brother
regular
Shaggy with
person-
him. He brings a comedian with him.
but
it's
Shaggy
really,
is also serving.
I know, but it just seems a little like
I
set up.
Listen,
It just
I
seems
understand,
a
I
little
understand what you're
set-ist.
saying, and I
Yeah.
see that, but we have to understand that this is his life.
Right.
His life is rolling
Glamour,
big
right.
and being all of that. So,
Yes.
so if he tones it down,
Yeah.
you would think, oh,
Something
Listen,
is
why
wrong.
is he doing
and
this?
I don't
You know?
know
I
as
don't
well.
know
He can't
what-
just be regular anymore. It's like saying Jay-Z should just not really Jay-Z. Who's popping? Drake. It's like saying Drake should just walk into the mall right now. People are gonna mob him. You know what I mean? Like too much attention.
But Drake has done that. You know what I'm saying? So like you
Sometimes you don't even know
sometimes-
it's the one. He goes in with a hoodie and
I
then he
just
picks up
think
the
sometimes
megaphone.
Nigerians have serious shakara. That's what we're gonna call
I
it,
just-
right?
I just
the
think-
shakara is in lots.
It's in our blood.
I
Let me-
just
I know.
think
Thank
Okay.
you.
I just think that whoever's on Davido's marketing and PR team is just amazing
Thank
because
you.
they
Boom.
take regular every day-to-day parts of his life and they make it a big deal and it goes viral, like him having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. He's choosing to use what he has to his advantage, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Especially if people want to fall into it and people want to believe the hype, then that's up to them. That's why you have to be an educated consumer and be able to read between the lines.
All right, so let us all wish Davido a congratulations and thank him for his services. Davido,
Thank you for your service.
Congratulations. Yeah, help Nigeria. All right, no, no,
Hey.
no shade, no tea,
Hey.
no
Let me
shade.
help Nigeria.
Hey,
All right, so let's
watch your mouth,
let's
too.
move on to Davido's best friend, Wizkid. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, so Wizkid's first baby mother is accusing Wizkid of being an irresponsible father once again.
Again?
All right.
I have a question. How many kids does Wizkid
So let me
have?
finish with the story, so you can
I
answer your
know
question.
Whiskey's
Let me-
number one. You should know now.
Yeah, you know he's
I
serious.
I don't know what he
You
does
should
with his
know.
PP for me to know how many kids he has. I
So,
beg now.
his first baby mother, her name is Sola Ogodu. Hi, Sola Ogodu, how are you?
Sure.
All right, so this is what she said. She took to her social media and said, "You want to know what's worse than a child being told his or a parent's irresponsibility is? Seeing a child growing to understand it by himself." So she took to Twitter, accusing him once again for being irresponsible. So now I took it upon myself to Google what an irresponsible father is.
Hey, research and
Oh
development.
my God.
Research and development.
Really?
Well, some of the things they said in the definition, I don't believe goes with what Wizkid is, because they are saying beating, beating your child, violence, not taking care of them financially, supporting them emotionally, and all of that. Wizkid, you have a lot of money. What is going on? Your child. What is going on? Sola, I need a real.
But what is she really accusing him of? Is she accusing him of not financially or not being there? Because how I see it, I know Wizkid has other kids, but I don't know how many. But I always see Zion on his Instagram page, which I think Zion is so cute. And Zion is the baby that he has with Jada, which Jada is also his manager. So clearly, him and Jada spend more time together. So that's why there's always pictures and videos up of Zion. And every time I see Zion, I do think about it, like, where are his other kids? So I think that, I don't think this is more of a financial thing. I mean, I don't know, but it's probably just maybe
Time,
her
attention.
feeling like her child is like not getting enough attention from
Yeah,
him,
I
or
think that-
not getting the same type of exposure. But then she should get a job working for him, and then they can all be one big happy family together. Then she can also be on a tour bus with them.
Well, I don't think she's gonna call Wizkid an irresponsible father just because she likes the word irresponsible father. I think there's something going on. If I'm gonna guess, I think he's not there physically for the guy.
but the
because
guy
we
is
always
working
see him.
hard.
True.
Great, we are all working hard.
Yes.
We are all working hard. At the end of the day, you still
Yes.
have to be responsible. If you're doing 10 shows a month, cut it down to 2 shows a month.
See?
So you
What?
could be. Excuse me.
That's
Wait,
your
you can
hustle.
fly, but, and also you can
can't
fly
cut
your
it down.
child.
You can
Wait
fly
a
your
minute,
child.
but he can fly his child to where
If
it's
the
at.
child is on holiday though, because this
No,
boy is
but
in
the
school
thing
right
about
now.
the thing about it is that we have to understand that at this point, when a young boy is growing, he needs his dad in his life. This is the formative stages. So I understand where she's coming from because, and then he's on. I'm sure he has an iPad. He sees his daddy is posting the new baby all the time,
And not here.
and I'm not here. What is going on?
Just- It's very
Wizkid has
sad.
to learn from DJ Khaled, even though he has just one
DJ
kid.
Khaled.
No, I don't like the style of DJ Khaled. The kid needs
I
to
don't
also
mean
be a
talking
kid.
on social media. I mean the communication, the FaceTime, the
But how
giving
do you guys
attention,
know that he doesn't
making sure
do
he does his
that?
assignment.
Because you like I
everything.
said,
She just
irresponsible
complained about
father.
You guys don't know what he does and what he doesn't do. See, it's a double standard with all these things. Because I'm gonna tell you something. A dad that's also always there 24/7 is also a dad that is not setting a good financial future for his kids.
Because they
Wizkid
don't
is
have
busting
one.
I
his
think
ass.
there's a middle ground. Yazzie.
Wizkid right now is busting his ass. He's touring. He's working very hard, which is gonna set this boy's future. I'm not saying that it's always all about money. I do agree that physically Wiz should be there as well, but we don't know what the real story is. We don't know if Wiz has offered to fly the boy, and Sola's like,
No,
no,
you must
unless
come
I'm
here.
coming. If
Right.
I'm not coming, because we don't know. We don't know if she wants to be with Wizkid, and Wizkid is like, no. There's always two sides to every story when
But
it
you
comes
know
to
what
baby
sucks
mother
in the
and baby
world? That
dad.
you have all of these things, but you don't have happiness. You could be in a Wizkid will probably like providing all this good stuff, a house, a car, and this for the family, but Wizkid is not there. That's
Yeah, but
Wait, but
without
what
him
if-
working this hard and without him going on a walk
That's
tour,
what
he
she
cannot
just said.
provide
There's a
those
middle
things.
ground.
It's a
I just
middle
give an
ground.
example. If you're going on tour
Yeah.
all
But
year
look at
round,
who,
cut
but
it
look at
down.
who he's competing
No,
with. He
yeah,
is competing
Charlie,
with
you can't
Davido,
say-
who's
you can't
going
say if
viral
you're
every
going
day.
on tour and your books and your career and stuff, cut it down.
I didn't
It's
say you're-
understandable. But you guys should remember that this baby mama is Wizkid's ex.
Oh
So
my
whatever
goodness.
she says right now would definitely be something that doesn't sit well with Wizkid, no matter how hard he tries.
Listen.
So
But-
maybe she's catching feelings.
And he's
Oh,
competing with
please.
Davido, who's going viral every single day. If Wiz is supposed to relax and stay home with the kid, he won't have a career. Let's
All right,
be honest.
so you are winning in your career, but you are losing as a father.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
two-
that's not
like-
what it means.
That's what it means. That's what you just
It has
said.
to be
what
the
it means.
middle ground. There has to be a middle ground.
But we don't know the conversations that this lovely young woman is having with Wiz. Maybe Wiz has offered for the kid to even come and live with him, and she's like, no.
But we don't know that as well. You just
Okay,
made that
exactly.
up.
So we
okay,
cannot
so let's
assume.
focus on the news. The
Yes.
news here is the wife. Davido did not come. Wizkid did not come out and say that the wife is irresponsible mother. The woman did. So let's focus on the news. The news is
She said irresponsible, and she
But
said
what
no.
father
detail.
are her
For
reasons?
all we know, she wants to marry Wiz, and Wiz said no, and so she tweeted that.
But
we
that's
don't know
what
that.
you're saying. So there's two sides. So that's what you're saying. But regardless of whatever, we definitely have noticed that Wiz is spending more time with the baby.
Yeah.
Every
Well, it's
time,
a new
every
baby.
free time he
Manager.
has.
It's a new baby.
It doesn't matter new or old. They're all his
But how-
children.
Okay,
They're
but
his
they're not
children.
all
But how do we
together.
know
Like,
if
you
Jada's
have to
his wife?
make
What if
babies
Jada's his
feel
wife?
comfortable, huh?
Maybe Jada's his wife. Maybe him and Jada live together. Jada is his manager.
Maybe that's
so the
work for me.
relationship is different. We don't know that.
It doesn't, but regardless of whatever, that you have to make time. If you have laid there, made the baby, you have to make time for your baby.
That's it.
Period.
There's a common
Wait,
ground.
but there's a
also-
common ground. It's
Yes.
understandable. But you guys should remember that these are two young people that are no longer together. So there's always going to be problems.
Exactly.
Even if Wizkid tries to meet her halfway, she might just be backing out. So you don't
She
really
didn't
know what the
say
problem is. You're
irresponsible
calling him an irresponsible
man
dad,
or
but you're not
baby
giving us the
father.
reasons.
She
Give
didn't
us
even-
the reasons
exactly.
why
If she
he's
comes out now and
irresponsible.
list all the reasons,
Simple.
you're gonna be saying, "Oh, why are you putting your dirty laundry out there?"
be-
Listen,
to
I'm
be
not even
honest-
saying that.
to
We
be-
need
believe
the
it.
news. We need the gist.
To be honest with you, I take everything that I just said even back because she didn't even put any details. All she
No
said was
details.
irresponsible. It could mean anything. It could mean she tried to even have sex with Wiz and Wiz said no.
father,
It could mean,
irresponsible
it
father.
it could mean she asked for a
Yazzie.
Bentley. It could mean that she asked for
Okay,
a
so,
Bentley
but
and
this is
she
not the
said
first
no.
time, though.
So
'Cause earlier-
till she puts the exact thing that Wizkid did, this is a celebrity, this is a super duper star. Before you bash him, you should put your facts instead of trying to make the man look bad. So till she says what it is, I'm neutral on the situation
All right,
till she
exactly.
brings me
This
facts.
is not the
That's
first
it.
time she accused Wizkid. In May, she accused Wizkid of not being there during his birthday. So things like this, quality time. You are not there.
Charlie, it looks like you did a lot of research.
I did.
Did you find out if she made any complaints before Zion was born?
She did in May.
In May.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
Zion
did
is
in
like
May.
10 months old.
Zion is 10 months old.
It's 10 months old.
It's almost a year.
So it seems like all these complaints are coming after Zion was
Which
born.
makes sense.
But
because
Zion is not the
which
only
makes
child
sense. Which
after,
makes sense to me.
this
Because
one.
after you had your second
There's
born or
another
whatever,
child.
you are not
Yeah.
spending time with your firstborn. So it makes sense
But
to
the
me.
problem is that Jada and Wiz have such a dynamic, unique relationship, and all of this
The
could
same
be
kind of
from
relationship
that.
he has with T.O. supposedly.
Woo!
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
So dynamic and so rich, and they're living together, but I don't know.
Are you
Emphasizing or
Tiwa
communicating?
Savage and Wizkid are living together.
I'm not living together, but I'm just saying. But
tell
how
us
does he
now.
have
We
They're
just
time?
spending
know.
so many time
Eh,
together,
I'm just saying.
and they claim that they are not couple, whatever the case
Eh.
might be. Maybe cut that time in half. Spend some time with your son. Be there while the school just reopened for a lot of kids. Be there. Where were you? The very first time he was going back to school, were you there? Come on,
Listen,
let's get real.
all
I'm
I
not
know-
scared of Wizkid.
all I
It is
know-
what it
Why would you
is.
be
All
scared?
I know as a single mother myself is I love my son to death. He's my entire world. But when your parents really tell you that take your time and finish school and
Yeah.
get mature before getting married and having kids, listen, that's it point blank. Because
All
when
right.
young people have kids, there's always this type
Different
of,
levels.
that's the reason why I'm just going to be neutral about it.
All right, so
That's
Glitterati,
it.
let's move on to the
I
next
like that
topic.
gist too.
What's going
We'll
on?
ask you again.
Don't bring it up, for
So what's going on with Bobrisky?
my favorite diva, beautiful diva, cross-dresser, has claimed that he has a girlfriend in London
You lie.
and that he's not transgender.
You lie.
He is not
that
transgender.
one- yeah, cool. But girlfriend?
Girlfriend, he's going to marry her.
Can we talk about something else?
Yes.
Because if you guys have noticed, this guy is just an attention-seeking whore.
but
And he's
I
doing great at
understand
it,
that,
and he's
but
getting
let's
our attention.
delve into
Like, I'm
this.
tired of this nonsense. Like,
Wow,
please,
she looks
Bobrisky
good,
needs
though.
bye,
Clearly, everybody's
Bobrisky.
not tired because we're
So-
still talking about it, though, right? So
So
everybody's
I'm
not
not
that
talking
tired.
about
It's on
it.
the news.
So what's the news? What happened?
So he has been, there were people have been asking in the news, like, are you transgender? Are you transitioning and things like that? It's like, no, he just did it to, get what he has to do, and his girlfriend in London knows about what he's doing to make money, do things for them. And now, when he has time, he's going to go and marry her in London. And he's not transgender. I have seen the images of Bobrisky go from one way to another.
Like when he was arrested.
It's literally seems like a fluidity to womanhood.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to, pick whatever gender profile you want to pick. But I definitely think that this is very interesting. Not that transgender women don't also date cisgender women.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They do have babies with them and everything. So,
yes.
because, sexuality is different from gender.
Yes, I say that all the time.
All across the board.
But the question I have is, if he just did this, like what he had to do, so who's Bay? And if there's no Bay, how did he make all the money? How did he get to live in the Victoria Island and everything? Who sponsored all that?
All right, so let me say this one more time here, once and for all. Me and you, we would never see who Bay is.
I don't even wanna
because
see
Bay
it. Uh-huh.
allegedly is in politics, a big time politician in Nigeria. So we would never ever see who Bay is.
But definitely a guy.
Listen, for me, this right here, what I'm seeing right here is talent. Okay, because she is beat for the guy.
She
She is
Done.
padded. Bobrisky now has hips, so
Done.
Bobrisky is padded for days, and if he's claiming that he has a girlfriend in London.
Yes.
Child, invite me to the wedding. 'cause
If
I'm
I was
coming.
transgender, I would, or if I was gay, like, I'm seriously speaking, like, I would do a petition against this man because what he's doing is a mockery against people who really have issues with society because they're transgender or because they can't identify, like they have, you guys know what I mean. I
Yeah,
don't want to
how?
say the wrong word.
Like the
So-
LGBT.
Because how do you go from one, being a man, and then coming on, I used to follow him on Snapchat where he was like, he's gonna do butt shots in America and this and that, to I have a girlfriend, I only did this to get what I had to get to. That means that you did this because it's such a taboo in Africa. You knew that if you came out about it, you would get so much attention, you would get what you want. So you basically lied and faked the whole lifestyle to make money, to become popular, to become famous. That is using something that is a very serious issue. Do you know how the LGBT community, do you know the kind of rights people are fighting for, especially in Africa, to be able to be accepted? And then you just gonna make a mockery and do this to make money? If I was in that community, seriously, I would have a big issue with this.
So
But-
Yazzie,
okay.
so I hear you. I hear clearly what you're saying.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying. But with Bobrisky, I understand why he took that route. He took that route because it won't, hold on, let me finish. He took that route because it would not be easy for him to just come out and say, this is who I am, this is what I am, and this is what I'm doing. So for him to just play
But he just said,
hold on.
Nothing
But
you're
wait,
saying,
hold on.
no, Charlie,
Hold
nothing
on.
you're making makes sense because the
Right.
man just said
Yes,
he's
let
not
him finish. Let
transgender.
Charlie finish.
He
Let him
just said
finish.
he's not
Let him
transgender
finish.
and he has a
But
girlfriend.
I'm
So
telling you
nothing
why.
you're saying
So
makes
but
sense.
I'm telling you why he's saying that.
Yes.
Listen to me. If Bobrisky is what American citizen, I'm sure he's not going to say all of that. I'm sure the LGBT community will embrace him. But in Nigeria, look at the location. That matters. The location you are also matters about some of your choices. So the reason he's saying that, you know, he's just doing this to promote his product, or the reason he's saying that he's not a transgender because he doesn't want to label himself as part of the LGBT community, because the people in Nigeria will castrate him because it's not acceptable. The past week, a whole bunch of people in Nigeria was arrested because they were at a gay function.
Yeah.
It would not be easy for Bobrisky. So sometimes I understand the reason why. Listen, everybody can see Bobrisky and see that Bobrisky is definitely in part of the LGBT community. It's just that he doesn't want to define it because people like us, people like you, would
Not
just
people
look,
like me.
because you just said
Don't
he's
include
disgracing.
me. Yeah, well, he
No,
is.
she
He
said
is.
if it is
He
a lie,
is.
if and only if, IFF, that's what she said. So which is the lie? Are you gay or you have a girlfriend?
But
And
can I
and
say
we all
something,
have
though? Can I
rights
say
too,
something?
where
The
he
thing
can
I'm
just
gonna say is
decline.
that I think that in this world we're allowed to just say whatever we are.
want.
It's, you know, we are who are we? It's freedom of speech, right? We don't really have that in Africa, but it's freedom of speech. You could be wherever. And I actually think Bobrisky's very brave and allowing young LGBTQ populations in Nigeria to feel safe
Yes.
to even come out. What he has done is monumentous to Nigeria because nobody has done that.
Yes.
And it's huge for Nigeria because how dare you even talk about that?
Okay, but everything you're saying is true, but then you're the same person that said he did what he had to do to get what he wants.
And
so what is the fact? Is he gay or is he not gay? Either way, I don't care. But in my eyes, this is a mockery. In my eyes, he's fooling all of us. In my eyes, he's putting on a show. That's how I see it. I'm not buying into this whole Bobrisky act, gay, straight, bi, transgender. I'm not buying into the whole thing, and I'm tired of hearing it. That's
I really
That
could
is
care
my
less who
statement.
I really
Yes.
could care less who Bobrisky sleeps with. What I would appreciate from him more is maybe just stand firm and say that, listen, you
Exactly.
could
Hold
be
your
who
ground.
you want to be. Like, you know, be like a spokesperson kind of, because a lot of people are looking at you, and for you to
Absolutely.
come out and say, oh, me gay, oh, God forbid.
Uh-huh.
Stuff like that when
Yes.
when Bobrisky says stuff like that, like I kind of look at him like, really?
Really?
You don't have to say you're
And
gay,
really- and
you don't have to say you are
and-
transgender, but
Be what
be
you
supportive,
are.
you know.
And let's be honest, does he have to live in Nigeria? Like, really, does he have to? There are other African countries that he can go to and no
South
one will
Africa.
bother him. So let's be honest, if
But
he
that's
really
her-
wanted to
that's
be a
her base.
spokesperson, if he really wanted to
That's
do
not where
all
Bae
of...
is. Bae is in
Okay, well,
Nigeria.
Bae's a politician and Bae can fly anywhere in the world and Bae can fly to him.
Are you going to provide the ticket for
Well,
Bobrisky?
Bae is buying houses
Bobrisky
in all
has
of
been
these
here several
places.
times.
So what's the difference?
Bobrisky, do you? For me, I
All
think
I
you
know
should
is
do
he
you.
can... When
Do
he's
you,
asked
but stop
questions-
confusing people. You can't be a chameleon.
You are confused.
can't. No,
All right,
I'm not.
You're confused.
But other celebrities do all sorts of crazy things and nobody says anything. Bobrisky, because it's trans.
What
Whatever
is
Bob
he?
is supposed to be.
What
How
are
many
you?
celebrities?
What
How
are
many
you?
celebrities?
I'm straight.
All right, Yazzie.
Straight. I like women, yes.
Let's just you know
Yeah.
what? Let's move on to the next topic. So the next topic,
Let's
we're going to
go.
talk about the beautiful Bonang, who has decided to give away 3 of her beautiful, amazing red carpet dresses for the South Africa Matrix Dance. I think this is so amazing. Obviously, she's a style. I don't know if I should use icon, but she's known to be very beautiful. She's known to dress very nice. She's won several stylish awards. So it's a very good thing and a nice thing that she's doing. The Matrix Dance, because when I read it, I was like, wait, what's the Matrix Dance? I thought of wedding. But then, like, I researched it, and apparently in South Africa, that's their prom. So, like, in your last year of high school, you have to go to a dance. So not only is she offering 3 of her dresses, but her glam team is also going to style you, get your hair done, your nails, your makeup, the whole shebang.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's
All right,
really
so
amazing.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
Which high school kids are built like this? High school kids now have hips and all of that.
Yes,
so,
they do. Yes, they
So they're
do.
going to fit in this dress.
I mean,
for
they
me,
might have
well, we don't know what kind of dresses that she's giving away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope it's some African, designer, something like that. Not, secondhand clothing Zara.
Wow.
I just hope that.
And the
But-
coolest thing is that she's also announcing the winner from New York Fashion Week. So how cool is that? That a young girl from South Africa's name is going to get mentioned during Fashion Week from New York. I mean, I think it's great to give back to your followers, give back to the fans, the people who have helped you get onto this level, you know. And there might be some people that might not be able to afford the kind of dress that it is, or
Why
even a whole
did she do it
team.
silently? Because you are always saying people do things for publicity. So I'm surprised you're not saying that she's doing this for publicity. You could have given silently, but I'm sure people in her family need some dresses.
Well,
But you
how
can't
about
do
that?
something. If somebody's going to win, you can't do it silently.
Charity begins at home, right? No,
Thank
I
you,
get
C
that.
Money.
How can you do a
Thank
competition
you.
silently?
You can't.
C Money.
Somebody's
thank
going to win, so the people have to
Beyonce
know.
does it all the time. NDA, you can stand on NDA.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell anybody, but I'm going to
Absolutely.
slide it under the decks and I'll give it to you.
Absolutely.
Okay,
you can do it
Rafa.
like
Can I
that.
ask a question?
Okay.
You can do it like that.
How does
But
the Bayhi
how does
find
it
out
make sense?
about the
After the fact. After the fact. After the fact. When you want to say it, you can say it.
Yeah.
After the fact. For me, I'm sure people in her family need dresses.
Charlie, I said, you're never going to Fatima. I remember can
Me found her.
Hey, Ansa,
Me
Kata.
found her.
Ah,
People
The
in
drama
her
don't
family-
start. The drama
People-
don't start.
So you're trying to tell me people in her family don't need
No,
stuff?
you're not even listening to what I'm saying.
I listen.
If I'm a Bayhi fan, how do I even know Beyonce is having a contest? How?
How do
Beyonce
you know
is
she's
reach
giving
out.
out?
Exactly, that's
No.
my point.
No, but
How-
she's reaching out. She's putting.
What you're talking about is different because what Beyonce does is, for example, when you're at her concert and then she'll do something at the concert, but there's still people there. But if you're gonna do a competition or a contest, people have to know or hear about it. You can't
Okay,
do
so
it
let's move
silently.
past that.
She
So-
posted it on her Instagram and the blogs picked it up because it's an amazing, beautiful thing.
So you think members in her family don't need clothes?
I'm sure she gives clothes. Can you imagine how many clothes this girl probably wears a different outfit every single day of her life? Can you imagine her little sisters and cousins how much ish they have?
Right. And they ain't looking
Even
for
me, I'm not on her
metric
level,
clothes.
and my closet in my house, all my friends, like literally, my house is a closet. Everybody comes and gets what they want.
Really?
Grace,
So
what do
my-
you think about this issue?
So my
Because-
question is, are other celebrities jumping onto the bandwagon to give? Because then there's going to be these 3 girls with these beautiful dresses in this thing, and the other girls are going to have their little simplistic gowns or rapas or whatever they're going to wear. So what are the
gonna do it,
other
do it well.
celebrities doing?
Yeah.
Are they jumping in on it, or it's just her?
It's just her. As far as I know, it's just
No,
her.
but it
wish a
doesn't
couple
matter.
others
In
would
every
jump in.
competition, there is only one or few
No, I'm
winners.
saying other
Everybody can
celebrities
do
jumping
glamorous.
in and giving
Right.
back, like the guy celebrities giving out suits. The
Well,
women
that's
jump,
a good point.
like all of them should kind of jump in this because this is really like it's a great momentum. How do we continue it and make sure that the Matrix dance really is like a
thing.
that happens with everybody having
What you're
something
saying
nice
is a
on.
great idea, and it should be a good thing that a lot of celebs should do. Because let's be honest, she could have chosen to be like, I'm gonna sponsor this person and pay for their dress, and that girl probably would have just went to a regular department store. For argument's sake, let's say picked out a $200 dress. Her dresses are not $200 dresses; they're thousands of dollars. Like they're very expensive. So it's a great thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first read it, I was like. Because I'm not wearing no celebrities hand me down. I don't give a F who you are. I ain't wearing nobody hand me down.
Really?
You get what I mean? But then when I read it and I read what a matrix dance was and everything, I was like, wow, like it's a really beautiful thing that she's doing. It's amazing.
For me, I don't
It's like
really care
Beyonce
about
giving something off her back.
makeovers and people coming in like Superman and saving you and doing makeovers because they only do it for one day. The next couple of days, you're still looking ratchet.
And you're
So
hungry.
what was the point? You enjoyed for one
The
day.
point is the memory.
What memory?
How about
Oh
that?
my
Those
God.
girls, whoever wins, they're gonna have that memory for life. They're gonna be excited. They will never forget it. They'll always remember it and
And the
etc.
pain.
Honestly, I didn't even go to my prom because, like, one, I had no friends. I couldn't stand most of the girls that I went to school with. I was just like,
I wonder why.
I couldn't stand none of them. That was number one. Charlie with the shade. Number 2, I looked at how expensive everything was. I was like, man, I'd rather go buy me a Marc Jacobs bag than spend all this money on one day. So I didn't go. I literally really went and bought a Marc Jacobs bag instead of going to my
so
prom.
sad. Unlike
That's
you,
what
I went to
picked.
my prom. I had a lot of fun. I was prom
I'm
prince.
sure.
Prom prince.
I'm
Yes,
sure. And he was,
I was.
and
Yes.
he was on the dance floor sweating.
Yes.
You know? Ugh, I
Yes.
don't do that.
Yes.
I'm classy,
Yes.
okay?
Find
Oh,
your
really?
friend.
Being on the dance floor
Bro,
means
it's
you're
not
not
classy.
classy.
Sweating, exactly.
Yes.
Like you
Hey,
go to a party
Yazzie.
and sweat on the
And having
dance
fun.
floor.
Yeah.
Yazzie that land shaku shaku
We have
for
to
3
go.
months.
All right.
Just to dance it.
All right, Glitterati, we love you. Come back.
I'll
we
be
love you
back,
for watching.
everybody.
Until then, you're
Bye.
watching ABS
Bye.
Show. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.